Are people born wicked? Or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? You're green.
I am.
Everyone take your seats.
That was you who made all that happen. How did you do it?
I don't know. I've never known. I'm not afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
Imagine growing up in a world that decides you're a monster before you even take your first step just because of the color of your skin. What if the Wicked Witch wasn't wicked at all, but a girl pushed to the edge by everyone who should have loved her? This is the heartbreaking true story behind the legend, and by the end, you'll never look at good and evil the same way again. It all starts in this tiny, picturesque village tucked away in the rolling hills of Oz, where folks are buzzing with this unbelievable relief like a storm cloud finally breaking. The news is spread like wildfire. The witch is dead. Everyone's out in the streets, hugging strangers, laughing through tears. Because for years, her shadow loomed over them, turning their days dark and their nights endless. That's when Glinda floats in, all grace and glowing magic, confirming it with her own eyes. She's gone, she says softly, and the crowd erupts, cheers shaking the thatched roofs, folks ripping down those faded, hateful posters of the witch plastered everywhere, tearing them to shreds like they were burning away a curse. Galinda's just turning to leave, her heart heavy with secrets no one else can see. When this wide-eyed little girl tugs at her skirt, "Miss Galinda," she whispers, "How do you even make a witch? And why's everyone say she's so bad?" The question hits Glinda like a punch, innocent, piercing. Her face clouds over, and she kneels down, voice steady but thick with emotion. "Sweetheart, witches aren't born bad. They're made that way. It's our fear, our cruelty, our bad attitudes that twist them into what we hate." The words hang there. And just like that, the world fades, pulling us way back to where it all began. We're in a grand old house now, the air thick with tension and the sharp tang of herbs. A baby's cry rips through the night. But it's not joy that greets her, it's horror. Elphaba comes into the world green as spring leaves, her tiny skin shimmering under the lantern light. Her father, the stern governor, recoils like she's poison, refusing to even hold her. "What have you done?" He snarls at his wife, turning away in disgust. But there's magic in her from the start, trial, uncontrollable. The midwife gasps as bottles shatter and curtains whip around the room just from her wails, her little fist clenched in fury. No warmth, no lullabies. Her mother's eyes fill with quiet sorrow. But the governor's rejection seals it. Elphaba's an outcast in her own home, hidden away like a shameful secret. Years roll by, and the hurt festers. Elphaba grows into a sharp, guarded girl, her green skin a constant reminder that love's not for her. No playmates linger, no gentle hands reach out. Then comes her sister, Nessarose beautiful, with porcelain skin and golden curls, but born with one twisted leg that leaves her in a wheelchair, fragile and dependent. Elphaba pours every ounce of her aching heart into Nessarose, wheeling her through sun-dappled gardens, whispering stories of far-off adventures to chase away the loneliness they both feel. It's the one pure thing in her life. This bond fierce, unbreakable. One afternoon, Elphaba's gathered Nessarose and a gaggle of kids under a shady oak, her voice alive with the tale of a brave dragon who defies the stars. But the laughter turns cruel fast. The children point. They jeer, "Green freak, go back to the swamp." Elphaba's face crumples, then hardens. Rage boils up, and without thinking, her magic surges. Stones rattle across the ground, lifting like angry birds, pelting the bullies who scream and scatter. When the governor hears, his fury is a thunderclap. He storms in, yanking Nessarose's chair away, wheeling her off without a backward glance. "You're a danger," he spits at Elphaba, leaving her crumpled on the dirt, alone again. The echoes of her sister's confused cries fading into silence. The memory snaps us back to the village, where the celebrations hit a fever pitch. They've built this massive statue of the witch, twisted, metal, and snarling, stone right in the square. Galinda steps up, her hand trembling just a bit, and with a flick of her wand, flames lick up, devouring it in a roar of orange and black. The crowd whoops, but as Glinda turns to slip away, another girl older, eyes sharp with curiosity, grabs her arm. "Was Elphaba your friend? Is that why you're defending her like this?" Galinda pauses, throat tight. "Maybe not a friend, exactly," she says, voice cracking just a little. "But I knew her better than anyone." And with that, we're yanked back again, deeper into the past, to the day everything changed. It's bustling Shiz University, all ivy-covered spires and excited chatter. Galinda's there, the sparkling new girl from a powerful family. unpacking hat boxes and lace in her fancy dorm, dreaming of spells and spotlights. That same day, Elphaba arrives not for herself, but to get Nessarose settled. Since the governor's orders are clear, no classes for the problem child. But fate's got other plans. As the headmistress, Madame Morrible, sweeps in with fanfare to escort Nessarose to the front perks of being the governor's daughter. Elphaba's hackles rise. She's not going anywhere without me, she snaps, stepping in the way. Morrible brushes her off, and when a teacher tries to wheel Nessarose past, Elphaba's anger flares. Her magic hums to life, freezing the chair in place. Chaos erupts, books fly. Desks topple as the room spins in a whirlwind of her fury. Morrible sees it all, her eyes widening not in fear, but fascination. She knows the whispers that'll follow. The green girl, the freak with powers. Quick as a spell, she steps forward, claiming the magic as her own demonstration. Class dismissed. She calls, shielding Elphaba from the stairs. Later, in her office, she pulls Glinda aside. Take her to your room. Show her around. Galinda nods politely, but Elphaba bristles. I'm not staying. I don't belong here. Morrible doesn't push instead. She corners Elphaba alone, her voice warm with awe. Your gifts, they're extraordinary. Let me teach you. Help you control them. Elphaba's eyes light up. A spark of hope she's never known, but it flickers. Her father's voice echoes in her head, forbidding it all. Morrible smiles, sly and sure. I'll speak to the governor myself. You're meant for more than shadows. That night, Elphaba crashes in Glinda's room. And oh boy, it's a disaster from the jump. Glinda's stuff is everywhere, silks and perfumes, spilling over every surface like she's claiming the whole world. Elphaba tries to clear a corner, but Glinda swats her hand away. That's my vanity. Frustration bubbles, and suddenly, bottles are airborne, crashing against the window in a shatter of glass. Elphaba huffs, shoves her meager bag aside, and curls up on the floor, stewing in silence. They snipe through the night over blankets, over space whispers turning to snaps, until the whole dorm's buzzing with gossip. Morning brings the backlash. By breakfast, sides are drawn. Glinda's got the whole crowd, all giggles and loyalty, while Elphaba sits alone in the mess hall, her tray untouched, the weight of their stares like stones. In class, the mockery ramps up, snickers behind hands. Notes pass with cruel sketches. Then the professor arrives, Dr. Dillamond, a goat with wire-rimmed glasses and a gentle voice, for soft and ice kind. He stumbles over Glinda's name, Galinda, and the room erupts in titters. Elphaba's on her feet in a flash. It's fine. Names are just sounds. Doesn't make you less. Her defense quiets them, and Dillamond starts his lecture, voice rising with quiet fire. There was a time, he says, pacing on cloven hooves, when humans and animals walked as equals, sharing stories, building homes side by side. But hunger came, and with it, greed. We were slaughtered for meat, then chained as slaves when they decided we weren't worth the fight. The class shifts uncomfortably. Whispers turning ugly again, mutterings about talking beasts taking jobs. Lazy furballs. Dillamond's ears droop. He trails off, voice breaking. I thought, here, at least double quotes. He flees, head low. And Elphaba's chest aches with it, the raw sting of being unseen, unheard. She's lived that dismissal her whole life. She follows him to his office, knocking softly. Professor, it's me. He lets her in, and over tea, they really talk. For the first time, someone's eyes don't flinch from her green. They become unlikely friends, bonded by the ache of the overlooked. Cut to Morrible's private lessons. Dim rooms lit by floating orbs. Elphaba practicing lifts and spins with her magic. She can hover a quill gentle as a feather, but anger tips at objects smash. Flames lick the edges. Morrible doesn't scold. She beams. Your power, it's boundless. A gift to us. Elphaba soaks it in, that rare taste of pride. But that night, as she heads to Dillamond's again, voices stop her cold. Pack it up, old friend, a fellow animal murmurs. They're pushing us out. Next, it'll be chains. Or worse, Dillamond sighs, heavy. The day is coming when we'll fight back or fall silent forever. Elphaba slips away, gut twisting, but he spots her shadow. Elphaba. Inside, he pulls her into a hug, furry arms warm. Voice, a rumble of thanks. You're the first to see us as we are. Tears sting her eyes. I promise, she whispers, fierce. I'll fight for you. For all of you. Your rights, they're coming. She wanders into the woods to clear her head, heart pounding with that vow. When hooves thunder up a boy on a wild horse, all tousled hair and reckless grin. He rears back, eyes wide at her green. Whoa, sorry. Didn't see you there. It's Fiyero, the prince in disguise, but she doesn't know that yet. He dismounts, awkward charm cracking through the fear. You alright? They talk, halting at first, then easy about feeling trapped, about running from cages you can't see. Back at Shiz, the air's electric. Fiyero's official arrival. Galinda's in her element, primping for ours curls perfect, gown shimmering determined to dazzle. He sweeps in, all easy swagger, ignoring the fawning crowd until his eyes land on her. She's the sun in that sea of stars, and he can't look away. They click fast flirty banter over tea, her laugh pulling him in. She drags him to the library for study, but it's all mischief. He climbs the stacks like a monkey, tossing books in playful chaos. The librarian fumes, but Fiyero just belts out a tune, voice rich and teasing. The whole room joins in, swaying and singing. A burst of carefree joy everyone but Elphaba, watching from the shadows, a pang in her chest she can't name. Prom night's the spark that lights the fuse. Some shy boy asks Glinda, but she's set on Fiyero. So she pivots smooth as silk. Take Nessa Rose. She'd love it. Nessa Rose lights up like a firefly, bubbling to Elphaba about the gown, the dances. But Elphaba's instincts scream trap Glinda's to slick, to kind. Don't go. She begs. It's not real. Nessa Rose wheels away furious, hurt slicing deep. You think I can't have this? Just once. Galinda's prepping to, surrounded by her giggling posse. When they unearth this old, pointy black hat from her trunk, her grandmother's, all ragged edges and witchy vibe. Here, one teases, plopping it on Elphaba's head as a joke. Perfect for you. Elphaba freezes, then straightens. Fine. I'll wear it, at the ball. The Ozdis ballroom glitters, crystals dripping from the ceiling. Music swelling like a heartbeat. Couples whirl. Nessa Rose beaming in her chair with her date. Galinda radiant on Fiyero's arm. Then Elphaba steps in, hat lopsided, green stark under the lights. Laughter ripples pointing fingers, whispers like knives. She yanks it off, drops it like a gauntlet, and starts to dance. Alone. Awkward steps, all elbows and heart, no partner, no grace. The mockery swells, crueler now. But Galinda's face falls, guilt twisting her gut. This is her doing. She breaks from Fiyero, crosses the floor, and mirrors Elphaba's moves, clumsy, joyful, unashamed. One by one, the room follows, Nessa Rose grinning wide, Fiyero clapping along, the crowd shifting from jeers to cheers. For the first time, Elphaba's not the freak, she's the beat, the pulse. They pull her in, a whirlwind of acceptance. And when the music fades, she and Glinda collide in a hug, tears hot on cheeks. All the bitterness, gone, just two girls, arms locked, finally seeing each other. Back in the room that night, walls down, they talk like they've always wanted to. Galinda spills first, voice hushed. Fiyero and I, we're getting married, soon. But it's secret, just you. Elphaba smiles. Soft. Galinda pries back. Your turn. What's under that pillow? That green bottle you guard like gold. She snatches it playful, but Elphaba lunges, snatching it back gentle, clutching it to her chest. It's my mother's, the only thing left. Hurt flashes in Glinda's eyes, and she turns away sharp. But sleep doesn't stick. She creeps back, voice small. Elfie, my father's the governor. He never wanted me not like this. I was supposed to be perfect, but I came out wrong. Green, like you. He couldn't stand it, so he dosed my mother with elixirs, trying to fix the next one. Nessa Rose came early because of it too soon, legs all wrong. And mother, she didn't make it. Elphaba's world tilts. Guilt crashes in, wave after wave. It's me, she chokes out, voice breaking. If I wasn't this, he wouldn't have poisoned her. Nessa Rose wouldn't be hurt. Mom would be here. She's sobbing now, shoulders shaking, the bottle slipping from numb fingers. Glinda pulls her close, fierce. No. Stop. It's not you. None of it. To lift the fog. Galinda works magic of her own brushes. Powders a sleek new dress. Watch this. Next day at Shiz. Heads turn. Elphaba, transformed. Green still but glowing confident. Even Fiyero pauses, eyes lingering. You look incredible. Her cheeks warm. But she's late rushing to Dilliman's last class. The room's emptying. Animals slinking out with trunks, heads bowed. It's over. Dilliman bleats, voice raw. They won't let us teach. Won't let us speak. Before Elphaba can rally him, guards burst in rough hands. Chains clinking, dragging him away. For the safety of Oz, she pounds the door, helpless tears streaming. Fist bloody on wood. The new professor's a smug human, parading a caged lion cub like a trophy, see? Animals in their place caged, controlled. No more chaos. The cub whimpers, and Elphaba's rage ignites. Magic explodes, vases shattering. Petals swirling like a tornado. Everyone crumples, spellbound asleep. But Fiyero shakes it off, eyes wide. What was that? No time. They snatch the cub, pedal frantic into the woods on his bike, branches whipping past. In a clearing, they bicker him, teasing her intensity. her firing back at his carelessness, but it's charged, alive. He turns to go, frustrated, and she grabs his hand, pulse racing. Wait. Sparks fly. Undeniable, but she pulls back. He belongs to Glinda's world, not hers. Back at Shiz, Morable's beaming over the incident, penning a letter to the wizard himself. Her power unmatched. Fiyero and Elphaba return breathless, the cub safe, but the air's thick with unspoken what-ifs. Next morning, a summons. The wizard wants Elphaba. A gleaming green train idles at the platform, steam hissing like promise. The whole school turns out. Nessa Rose tearful. Fiyero pressing a luck charm flower into her palm. Come back shining. Glinda pulls her aside last, voice wobbly. Things with Fiyero. They're off. He's distant, like I'm not enough. Elphaba's heart aches for her, but the train's whistle blows. As doors slide, Glinda slips a note in her hand. Asterisk, I wanted to go with you. So bad, but I couldn't say it. Asterisk, Elphaba reads, grins wicked, yanks her aboard. Too late now. Emerald City hits like a dream, towers of jade, streets alive with song. Crowds swarm, dancing wild and welcome. One short day in the Emerald City. Double quotes, they gawk at wonders. Puppeteers show spelling. Oz's history until the wizard burst forth, all bluster and balloons. My dears, step into my lair. He whisks Elphaba to his chambers. Unfurling blueprints, grand roads of yellow brick, lights eternal. Paint them gold, she breathes, and he does, magic mirroring her spark. Then a puppet of her crowned, ruling at his side. No, she says firm, heart thumping. I don't want thrones. I want justice for the animals. Help me give them voices. Morable arrives, hugging her tight, and the plea hangs. A monkey curious, winged dreams in his eyes, snatches a cloth from the grimmerie. The ancient spellbook. He longs to fly. The wizard coos. Read this incantation. Elphaba does, voice trembling, and it works. Wings sprout, glorious. But the monkey screams, feathers tearing flesh, agony twisting his face. Horror floods her. She chants reverse, desperate, but nothing. Stop it, she begs the wizard. He shrugs, hollow. My magic smoke and mirrors, dear. Yours. That's the real storm. And once unleashed, it doesn't heal. Outside, a screeching flock, dozens of monkeys, riding as wings force through skin. Betrayal sinks in, cold and sharp. Morable and the wizard, scheming to chain the animals, using her as the key. Rage blinds her. She snatches the grimmerie, bolts for the doors. Morable turns to Glinda, eyes gleaming. Study with me. Become my apprentice. Just bring her back. Glinda hesitates, ambition whispering, but Elphaba's her friend. Still, she runs after, calling her name. Winged monkeys screech overhead. The wizard's guards closing in. Elphaba reaches a chamber, hot air balloon swaying gentle. She climbs in, flames roaring life, but guards swarm, swords drawn. The roof seals with a groan, balloon bursting in flames. They tumble, crashing into a shadowed room, coughing smoke. Glinda grabs her arm. Elfie, this is it, power, glory. Why fight it? Elphaba's eyes blaze. Because my fight's not for crowns. It's for them, the voiceless, the broken. Like me. Across Oz, Morable's decree blasts. Elphaba the thief stole the grimmerie, dangerous, deranged. Whispers turn to shouts. Friends flinch. Nessa Rose weeps betrayal. Elphaba hears it echo, fury cresting. Galinda pleads, apologize. Swallow it. We can fix this. But Elphaba's dumb bending. She flips the grimmerie open. Chants deep, a broom stirs, alive, sweeping her up. I'm through accepting limits. The words build, soaring, as she rises, guards, spears glancing off. Monkeys wheeling futile. Morable claims Galinda. Join me. We'll hunt her down. Elphaba glances back, sees Galinda take the hand, and it shatters her. The one soft thing in her world. Gone. Heart in shards, she unleashes it, a curse on the city, plunging it into endless night. Shadows swallowing the lights she once dreamed. She flees to the crags, high and alone. The grimmerie her only companion. Years grind on raids, whispers of the green witch haunting the wilds. The villagers below suffer under her shadow curse. Crops withering, hope fading, until one fateful storm. A house crashes from the sky, crushing her in its fury. Word spreads. The witch is dead. The curse lifts like dawn, light flooding back. And in that village square, as Glinda watches the statue burn, she knows the truth. The girl they mourn was never wicked, just human, just fighting. No one enters this world with darkness in their heart. It's the hands that push us there, the eyes that blind themselves to our pain. But real magic, it's choosing light anyway, even when it cost you everything. Stand for the silent ones. Defy the gravity of hate. Your voice might just rewrite the stars. If this story hit you right in the feels, hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe for more raw, Real life tailies that stick with you. What's your take born wicked or made that way? Drop it in the comments. See you.